Yo, what's good? It's Venomfire here, back with another video, and today we're hopping into another College Football 26 video. Today we're going to be going over the Gun Bunch Strong Offset. This is going to come to you out of the Bowling Green Offensive Playbook. This is also in a few other popular ones. It's in Michigan, it's in Ohio State, it's in Oregon. I think the Bowling Green one is definitely the best. The Oregon one does match it. The Ohio State one is missing a few plays like corner strike. The Michigan one is also missing a few plays like dagger, if I'm not mistaken. So the Bowling Green one is definitely the best. I'm sure a lot of you watched my video a couple days ago on my Bowling Green ebook. This was of course included in it, but this video is just to focus on the formation instead of going over 5 formations in such a long amount of time. We're going to be just focusing on this bunch strong offset. So if you guys do want to purchase the ebook, it'll have all the written setups that will be included in this video. Make sure you guys check the description as well as pinned in the comment section. It will be there, and it is on my website available for purchase. I am thinking about making a UCLA one, kind of debating Oregon, UCLA, a lot of good playbooks here, so we'll see how the meta shifts. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that like, subscribe to the channel down below, and let's jump straight into it. So our audibles are going to be Flood, Duo, Dagger, Corner Strike. White Trail will be another play we're going to go over. I actually didn't go over this in the ebook, so that'll be kind of a bonus play for you guys. And yeah, there's a few other good plays like the RPO alert screen, regular inside zone, the crack toss, not bad as well. And I'll also be putting in some gameplay clips. I did use this in an online game, so we will be using gameplay clips. But without further ado, let's jump into Corner Strike. Now, I am going to use Florida just because their team is a little bit more talented than Bowling Green, obviously. But we are in the Bowling Green offensive playbook. Keep that in mind. So, yeah, I will put in a few gameplay clips when I try to go to each play. I may not be able to match the setup perfectly, but I will put it like right now in front of the play that I'm going to. So let's start out with Corner Strike. The first setup is going to be to come back X. We're going to post RB. We are going to drag A, and we are going to streak Y. So it's just a good spacing concept. It's going to give you a few high-low reads, a lot of good man beaters. We're looking to hit this streak here. It's kind of our main guy. Like if we can just sneak him out of the backfield. Realistically, what we want is the user to chase after that drag or chase after that post and to kind of fall asleep at the wheel. They may think it's almost blocking the way he kind of gets out there and doesn't really do much. So it's a slower release. You can wait to throw it. You can throw it earlier, but you see we're able to at least consistently pick up 10 plus yards. And in most cases, we're able to hit that 20 plus threshold. Now, let's say it's not open. You definitely just check it down here. He's going to catch it probably most of the time. Maybe I threw it a little bit late there, but obviously it does depend on the coverage that you're facing. But let's say that's defended well. You can try and hit this post right over the top in that little slot as we did there. If it's man coverage, you can definitely hit that little corner route. The corner route's not going to really do much without anything else over there. Let's go to like a cover 2 here. So if it's cover 2, you can still hit this guy here. I would throw it earlier because there will be a vert hook there. But the play will definitely still work. So let's hop into setup number 2. What we're going to do here is come back X. We're going to speed out B. And then what we're going to do is post A. And we are going to zig RB. So here is a look at the setup. Now with the speed out, I usually will motion this guy out. Just for spacing purposes, you'll see that R1 Wilson should get pretty open in that position. And then we're going to have basically 3 reads, either R1, A, or Y. I mean, honestly, right here, based on the spacing, I could snap throw this to B as well if I really wanted, but the spacing should help him open up. And if you notice, it's a little bit tight. That's kind of okay. You could technically just do it like this as well. Leave him inside, and you see, or if you don't motion him out, then that kind of spaces the field a little bit better. Sometimes plays are weird like that, so play around with it. Could depend on the formation that he's in and a few other factors, right? But yeah, so this is just kind of a good quick hitter. This would be a good red zone play, but let's say we get nothing, boom, able to just check this down. Stiff arm ability is so broken in this game, but easy little check down the post. Could it work as a cover 3 beater? Potentially, but you're going to probably kind of throw it in that same window that we threw the last one. Highball this over the top. because number 7's kind of sitting there if he doesn't fall down on the running back. If that's his user, then maybe it's an easier throw. Setup number 3, we're going to drag X, streak RB. We are going to post A. Just a simple looking setup. This is kind of a bread and butter corner strike setup. A lot of man beaters, very good against man coverage. You have your corner out, you have your streak. So this corner out should get open. And then you have the post. Post is going to be more open against user, but it's also going to bring those linebackers up, allowing you to throw it to Y or X, and then you're basically going to throw it to the one that he doesn't user. So you see how the curl flats follow him. And if they do that, then just obviously check it down. They play kind of differently sometimes. So, but again, drag X, streak RB, post A. So let's say he's just sitting on it. Then there's no shame in doing this and picking up a touchdown. Or at the very least, a first down or 15 yards. So really, we're doing all these deep routes, but we're really trying to set up the underneath. Now, can we hit this post route? Of course we could. Like right there, you could definitely hit him in this window, and he definitely is more open because of the drag from the left side, where that number 7 linebacker is now actually coming down a little bit. So very solid setup. Setup number 4, we're going to streak Y, post A, streak RB, and drag X. So here's a look. 2 streaks, a pretty similar setup, but we just have the running back on this streak now, and even with his little delayed streak, he gets just as open as he had been in that kind of first setup we ran. So streak RB, streak Y, post A, and then drag X. So again, the post probably should be open still. We're looking to hit Y early. We have X if we need it, or A. Again, B could be open against man coverage, but he's not going to do much for you without that. As you can see, the curl flats, the stock zones do a lot better job at defending the corner routes this year than they would in previous years. Let's say we're facing a cover 0 or something. This setup would probably be not great against cover 0, but it would still work. And just to show you that this man, you can see the corner out got open even though we got hit. So definitely is a route that does get open against man coverage if you are facing that, or any kind of a cover 4 pressed. Second to last setup's drag X, corner RB. We're going to streak A, and we're going to block Y. So this kind of dual corner out setup was pretty good last year. I've tried it some this year. It's not as good, but you can still hit this route over the top even with bad timing. Basically, we have that corner out to try and open this B corner out. So kind of confusing, but it does end up working. Let's see if I can time it a little bit better. I guess I had maybe better timing on the first one. Again, not as good. Let's say we face a Tampa 2. Cover 3 is going to be tough for it to work anyways, right? This is a good setup against the blitz because you are going to be able to block that extra guy. So you would have RB over here. Boom. Hit him there. You probably want to throw it even earlier than I did there, but both those guys should get open against man coverage, although this isn't a great man coverage setup. Anyways, last setup, drag X, corner RB. We're actually going to custom stem him up 1, and then we're going to streak A and flat Y. So kind of similarly looking, we just have a deeper corner out here. So the spacing on this one is interesting. Cover 3, again, actually seems to defend it well. Let's say we face the Tampa 2. This is where I think it'll be a little bit better. Every once in a while you get this glitch where you just can't like control anything. So stupid. Whatever. So we'll custom stem up, flat, drag. And we're in cover 3 again. So if it was cover 3, I would have just hit the running back. He's not going to be able to defend the running back or the drag. One of those two will be open. Throw it to the one that's open. That was the right read against cover 3. Now cover 2. I would assume that the flat will be wide open as well, and the drag will be open too. But you can hit this guy over the top. It should work. R1, not as good as previous years, but potentially he's just good at spacing the field. So overall, those are our corner strike setups. Let's move into our next play, which is going to be this flood play. here out of the Flood. What do we like out of Flood? Now, Flood is good for this fade route with Jackson. I don't know if he's the fastest guy on the team, but he's in the spot. You would probably want your fastest guy on the outside for this type of a scheme and play, because out of Dagger, they're going to be the ones on the outside on the left on that stock fade. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because of the motion. But first setup, we're going to speed out B. We're going to Zig RB, drag A. I know I have some setups from this play, so let's showcase those. But kind of similar to the first play, we're opening up this Zig. Very solid. You can motion out B if you want. You don't have to. But it's going to work just the same. So again, speed out B, Zig RB, drag A, and then we can, we don't actually have to block the running back. He's already stock blocked. So good red zone play. Can definitely hit some touchdowns. Even if you could just throw it in here. I picked up 7 yards because of the animations in this game, and a lot of times you're falling forward, especially if you have a heavier set tight end. And this is just a good quick snap setup. You could really create this play obviously out of anything, but you're looking mainly for A or RB, and if it's cover 0, X should be coming across the middle open late, and he's probably going to be all the way over to the right-hand side with his user, so that should be open. Setup number 2, we're going to go ahead. Actually, let's get back to the play call screen so I don't have to continue to audible every time. Just kind of a pet peeve of mine. That's fine. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so Flood. Second setup, drag X, post RB. We're going to custom stem this up twice. And then we are going to corner A. So just a basic setup. It's going to be good at opening up the drag, and it should open up the corner out later. And then you have that deep post that should be open as well. And if it's pressed man-to-man coverage, we know that our fade could get open. So it seems like really if you wait, he actually doesn't get open. So if you wanted to custom stem that up, if you are facing like a cover 2, it could work. But this is also good against man if we're facing cover 1. Hopefully these guys do their thing. I don't know why this thing struggles, but again, this isn't my favorite setup, but it should work. So if you're facing man, definitely more of a better setup because you have the pressed fade. That should get open. The deep post could get open late as long as you don't get bumped too crazy, and then you have the drag that'll work. Setup number 3 is going to be kind of more of a cover 3 beater. We're going to come back X. We're going to post R1. We are going to custom stem him up once, twice. I don't know why it's not doing it in real time. Because this thing is so stupid, dude. Like, why are you being difficult? I can't tell how many times I'm custom stemming him. I think I need to do it one more. I don't know. Because it's not updating in real time. Love it. Then you're just going to drag A. So, come back X. He's probably too deep, to be honest. I think no, he's not. But that's what you're trying to do. Simple cover 3 beater. It does help to be on the left hash to do this. You don't want to be on the right hash. So again, custom stem up once, twice. He really will be following the drag probably. And boom, you want to hit it in that window. Don't wait too long because it does seem like the left outside DB will recover a little bit. So right in that window is good. Other than that, you have the drag. If it's pressed, you could hit the fade, come back maybe late, but you're looking for the cover 3 beater when you run that setup. Setup number 4, we're going to drag X, corner RB, and then we're going to streak A and flat Y. It's going to look like this. Now what we're actually going to do here is create another cover 3 setup, this time for our B wide receiver, and what we're going to do here is actually custom stem our corner to the lowest possible thing. So it's going to look like this. This is the lowest setting we can do. And then what we're going to do is just snap the ball, and we're going to wait for that outside third on the right to pull over, and B should end up getting open. Now, it didn't work as well there. I think it's because my tight end got bumped. Let's try it again. Or maybe I forgot to put him on the streak. Who knows? I think it's probably not. I don't know why this cover 3 is not looking like cover 3. It's looking like cover 2. I think that's probably. I'm going to switch cover 3s. I don't know why this cover 3 is not looking like cover 3. I hate when the cover 3 looks like cover 2. Sorry about this. The baseline stuff is so retarded. I don't know why my custom stem is not working. This is what it really should look like. Kind of that bomb over the top. He's not biting as much as he was literally even yesterday. I don't know why it's not working as well as it was. Now my custom stem is working. It's kind of weird. But he's just not. Maybe I need to custom stem him up one more. I'll try it again. This is the lowest. Let's try this. I swear I got this working yesterday. That seems to work a little bit better. So maybe you do one above the lowest and it's working better. I apologize for the little bit of the delay. So this is lowest. This is second lowest. So a slight difference. And you almost have to, you see how you can flick and you can screw it up just slightly. But here's a look. We'll do it one more time. You have the drag. And then I want to highball this, and I am pass leading it, and it's still kind of a tight throw. Maybe 2 times above was the best, but whatever. I'm not wasting any more time on it. Last setup is going to be just to post RB stock, and we're going to custom stem it up one time. Very deep hitter. This is going to be good against cover 2. Good against man. A lot of like kind of deep routes. And this works against cover 3 as well. He doesn't bite at all on the tight end corner route, so we were able to get that working. And yeah, just solid. So you can hit him. It's a little bit riskier. It's not my favorite setup either, but let's hop into our next play, which is going to be Dagger. And Dagger is a very solid play. There's a lot to like about Dagger, I think. You obviously like the stock fade. Where is it? On the left side. And then you have just kind of nice little tight end route, but we're going to mainly use that stock fade on the left. And this is why I think I'll make the UCLA ebook, because clear out, SE out is definitely my favorite play in the game probably. But let's run Dagger now. What I like to do is first just deep cross R1 stock, and let's snap the ball. We want to open him up, and that fade does way better than any general streak or hot route fade that you can do. And then of course you have like these little weird checkdowns. He runs kind of a delay fade. Make sure you watch the tight end, because he actually does a solid job of getting open for us. Like if you threw it here, that's perfect. If he jumps on the drag, hit that. Or if he jumps on the crosser, it's impossible for him to defend both, right? It is impossible. So, really we want to hit this crosser. Very good setup, and it's unlike anything we've ever done in the previous, 10 setups we ran out of, or 11 setups out of both plays. So he's not really going to be expecting it, right? Same look, but just the different concepts is what makes Bunch so good. Second setup, deep cross RB. Hello, and then we're just going to flat Y with the running back. So it just gives us another little running back option. Still really trying to hit this deep cross, but it doesn't hurt to have options if you notice him leaving that right side alone. And the thing is, he'll have to commit resources over to that right side of the bunch because you're killing him with corner routes and flat routes and backside drags and all those things. So this route could be open, and if not, it's going to occupy a user potentially. You can still hit this guy here. So solid. Let's say they run the Tampa 2. How does this affect Tampa 2? It's just going to open up your drag more. That crosser should still come across and get open. The fade may be a little bit more open. So it looks like the fade is actually defended pretty well, and I think that's because our outside receiver is getting pressed to death. But the crosser in most cases should be open. Maybe it's a little bit better from the short side because he has more space to run, more time to get open. Like if I flipped it. This is just a prediction. We'll try it. Cover 2. I think if you watch Jackson, he's going to get like bumped maybe. No, he didn't. So the cloud flats just play really deep. But if he's going to do that, just take advantage with the underneath stuff. Anyways, setup number 3, we're going to deep cross RB, block A, and wheel Y. This is a good man coverage setup. I believe I did actually run this man coverage in the video, and I think my quarterback like sailed the throw. But obviously just very similar drag, cross or wheel. Love this against man. Against zone, it could be decent. Probably not great against your cover 2 of the world, but you're going to get good protection. It would be a good blitz beater. This wheel is really who we want to hit, so like if we get enough time, you can see the separations there. He drops it, but our running back is definitely slower with this player. He's more of a power back. They really don't defend the drag. It's crazy. I would have just hit the drag there. I want to see if I can get this fade open. I don't know the ratings of this guy's, but if you want to look at X, he should just get open. Yeah, well, he didn't get open enough. I probably should have highballed and actually pass led that up. But you can see the separation. It definitely works. Setup number 3 or 4, we're going to drag X. We're going to flat B or kind of speed out him. And then we're going to post A, and we are going to wheel Y. So it's going to look like this. Kind of similar to the corner strike, right? But just a little bit different. This wheel route. Love these wheel routes. They're super slept on. The running back, you want to keep as involved out of this formation as much as possible because it just makes it a nightmare to play defense on. So again, post A, streak, RB. Or I guess RB is already on a streak, but boom, hit him in this window. You probably would want a high ball. I think I forgot to put X on the drag. That's why that linebacker was playing so far over the top. So RB's already on the streak. You don't have to do that, but boom. Now you can see A is a lot more open. But also the outside third plays that a little bit more. Let's go to Tampa 2. I got lurked. I thought normal person would think the vert hook would actually jump down on the drag. It did not. That's why cover 2 is good this year. But if you want to snap throw it to him, obviously he's still open. If not, like take your dummy routes. Out route was probably open. Drag was open. So use them. Last setup, we're going to flat B or speed out B. We're going to zig RB, drag A, and Texas Y. I think I did run this play in the red zone as well. Not great blocks, but we do get it to work. This may be a better situation just because of spacing where we want to motion him out. But I love this play for the red zone. And again, you're looking for like 3 yards. B is wide open on a lot of these plays. You could literally just snap throw these out routes if they're not pressed, and they're going to be open majority of the time. You don't have to use the angle route. I just kind of prefer it in this case. But again, pick up your 4 yards. You're happy with that, and you probably scored a touchdown. That's what you're looking to do. So that does it for Dagger. Let's hop into some setups for this wide trail play, and these are going to be kind of just freestyle setups. I don't have anything drawn up. I don't use the play often, but I think there's some potential in it, and so I'm just going to show you guys what I can come up with, or what I actually just use when I'm kind of freestyling with this play on my own. So first setup would be simple, just flat Y. You have the drag, you have the angle, you have the corner, you have this backside post. I may smart out X to get him a little bit shorter. With X here, he's kind of deep, but you can hit him in that window. Be careful, it's not as short as you may like. If you want to post him, he does get a little bit shorter, just a pro tip. So use that and hit this little angle route, trail route. He can get open. Another thing I like doing is putting A on a drag, and then I put B on this return, which is down on the D-pad, and this setup is solid. Good man coverage beater. You can post X on the backside, get him a little bit shorter, and then he's going to kind of get in this window, and it is really difficult to defend. Those are really good man beaters, the zigs, the return routes. Use them for sure. Bada bing, bada boom. With Y, again, I like to flat him. It just helps the spacing even more. You still have X probably on most of these. I could easily just hit the drag immediately, but the corner out is helpful because it does pull that outside hook curl up. Let's say we face Tampa 2. We return, drag, and you could still run the first way, but I think it's just a better way at everything. I could just easily hit him for 6-7 yards before we get touched because the corner out does its job of pulling the things up. And then obviously, let's say we face man. We have X, it's probably going to be open. A is wide open. R1 kind of runs a bad corner out, but what you can do with R1, if that's bothering you, is you can custom stem him. So just get him shorter. Spacing on this play may not be great, but against man, you're really just free-for-alling, right? You're just trying to get things open. So here would be a look, and he does get open. So I don't know why he doesn't animate and catch the ball, but that play does work. So as far as other setups for it, what could you do? Could you like post this guy, drag him, do something like this? Or maybe we zig B and then put him on like a little in route. You could get creative like this. I kind of like these zig routes because the zones are playing so outside and so up that you can just take advantage. But yeah, you could also try and open up the corner out with this little streak, or you could do something like this, little angle route. Maybe I drag X. Sometimes these shorter routes, the drags are really good this year. Just hit them and you can pick up 15 yards easily. So you don't have to overcomplicate things, and you can just make it simple. Again, I could just drag X, table Y, streak A, zig B. You could even just put B on a quick little out route. And let's say it's Tampa 2. The out route's probably just going to straight up be open. Like those cloud flats, they don't respect him. You can just hit him because the deep half's going to play aggressively on that corner route. Just take the out route. Or you could do the zig, and it would probably be even more open because it's going to be a little bit more delayed. But anyways, we got our run plays. Again, basic run plays. Duo, going to be solid. You want to try and use it a lot. I don't run the ball too much, so I honestly underutilize my run plays, but you guys could definitely take advantage. And if you want, no one's going to be mad at you for running out of a 50-50 split, especially when you use bunch. People are expecting he's going to throw the ball 20 times. Run the ball. Because what's going to happen is they're going to be in those dime, nickel sets, and you're going to be able to have some gaps, some advantages. You can incorporate some kind of fake motions. I like that little motion just because I think it kind of looks funny and looks realistic. But you see I'm picking up 15 yards a pop here. We get audible. Let's go to our RPO alert screen. I haven't really tried this much. Doesn't look great from those blocks, but it's an option if he's stacking aside or if he's using one of those players out there. and you can still hand the ball off and get decent yardage on it as kind of a delayed handoff. But I think I'm going to call the video there. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like, subscribe to the channel down below. Let me know what other offensive schemes you guys want to see. I'll definitely be bringing probably the traditional gun bunch out of UCLA because I think it's really good, and I am planning on doing an ebook on that at some point. Let me know what you guys want, though. I liked all the comments I got in that previous video. But hit that like, subscribe to the channel down below, and peace. I'm out of here.